What's up, guys? This is JohnnyGT for another video here. Alright, so what I want to do today, guys, I want to do a video on my Charger Scat Pack Sport Mode. I want to do that because, to be honest, these, at least with this car and probably a lot of new cars, Sport Mode is not like a gimmick. It's actually pretty legit. So I want to go ahead and do a little more of an in-depth video review on it. But first things first, this car is filthy. And that's unacceptable. So I'm going to go ahead and get this car cleaned up. Luckily for you guys, this is the wonderful world of editing, and you don't need to sit here and be put through that horror. So all it takes is a snap of my fingers and have a clean car. Clean car. Love editing. Alright guys, let's get this show on the road, shall we? What's up, guys? So like I was saying, I want to do a quick review on a little more in-depth conversation about sport mode here in the Charger Scat Pack. You know, I did cover it slightly in my full review. If you haven't seen my full review video, please check it out. Pretty cool video, put a lot of time into that. But let's get right into it. So these newer cars are equipped, a lot of these newer sports cars are equipped with sport mode. So that's just a click of a button. So all you do is here is you push the sport button, and at least with the Charger, a little flag pops up in the top right corner. As you can see right here, if I activate it on my main screen here, you can see all the different modes and how it operates, and then you'll see when I hit sport, everything will go from normal to sport mode. That is the engine, the traction, and the steering. And the reason why I wanted to talk about it is it's actually not gimmicky. Like, it actually really works with this car, and kudos to Dodge and all other car manufacturers. I remember, I'm not comparing this system to like something that's crazy as a Ferrari F430, but I remember when manufacturers started producing these traction control systems that would allow you to mess around a little bit. And this car does the same thing. In sport mode, it will let the rear end get a little happy. Won't kick in until it's a little too aggressive. So I'm pretty sure this car actually shifts faster in sport mode. I'm going to try to prove that today. So what I'm going to do is try to keep this test as realistic and accurate as possible. So I'm going to put the car in manual mode, in both sport mode and normal mode, and I'm going to start off in second gear around 3,000 RPM. And when I punch it, I'm going to put it back into auto. That way the car shifts itself. That way there's no human error in how quickly I shift. So let's go ahead and try that right now. So I'll go ahead and put this in manual mode, and we're going to start off in second gear at 3,000 RPM. And like I said, I'll put it right back in auto so the car itself shifts. And I'll do it both times, and we'll see together if we think it makes a difference or not. Alright, turn the air conditioner off. I'm in manual mode and put it in second gear. Climb up to 3,000 here. Alright, I am at 3,000. This shifts hard in sport mode, and from what I'm used to, fast. I haven't driven a ton of autos. Never really cared for auto. You know, the new 8-speeds in the market are fantastic. So that was sport mode. Let's do the same thing without sport mode. So I'm turning sport mode off. put it back in manual. Hopefully this Challenger doesn't think I'm messing around with him, because this is a serious test we're doing. I don't have time to goof around with Challengers, especially 6 cylinders. So alright, we'll do the same thing, guys. Sport mode off, in manual mode, I'm going up to 3,000. I'm going to punch it and then put it back in auto so the car shifts, so there's no human error in that part of the equation. So let's go ahead and check this out. 3,000 RPM, manual mode, and go! I don't know, that was pretty good too. I think I'll have to go back to the tapes and check it out and see, try to do a comparison side to side. I think that's as accurate as I could do it. Like I said, air conditioning's off. We're in the same car, same day, same, weather conditions, and all those other variables are the same. So I think we'll have to go back and check out the footage and see if it appears to be shifting faster in sport mode. I always felt like it did. Although right there, it did pretty good in normal mode, if you ask me. So, to go back to sport mode, we went over what I think is the most important aspect of sport mode, which is how the car shifts. I can tell you it definitely shifts harder. The other thing I want to talk about is the throttle response is definitely sharper in sport mode, and it's actually pretty easy for me to approve this, because I'll put the car in the, believe it or not, I got this 6.4 liter Hemi, and I have my car always on the fuel gauge. Figured. So all I have to do is, once I get a steady speed here, I'll show you guys what this looks like. But what I'm going to do essentially is I'm going to keep very steady throttle, and when you see when I hit the sport mode, you're actually going to see my miles per gallon, the current level, go down, because it's detecting the throttle is more sensitive. Alright guys, I have a very steady throttle. My car is actually in 4-cylinder mode. Let's go ahead and hit the sport button and see what happens. 4-cylinder mode kicked right off, and I just lost 3 miles per gallon in my current miles per gallon setup. So that's just kind of a little bit of evidence for me to show you how the throttle response is when the vehicle is in sport mode. But that about wraps up my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to me. Alright guys, take it easy. I'm out.
It's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you.
Oh please, Camaro. It's good looking, but it's a 6-cylinder. I give Chevy props, it's a good looking car. Shit, even as a base model, it's pretty good looking.